Hello. Okay, so I made the pesto earlier and now I'm going to make pesto pizza. So this is pizza with no cheese. It's totally vegan. It's really, really good. First what you want to do is get a flatbread that looks like that. Okay? You can buy flatbreads at Superstore, Safeway, anywhere. Get a flatbread or a pizza crust. Thin crust is best. It just works better. And yeah. So as you can see on my crust, I have my homemade pesto. Okay? And all I'm going to do is just spread that pesto across the entire bread. Okay? And so I got my first layer on it. Now that has, garlic and oil and a bunch of ingredients in it, so I don't need to put oil on the bottom. And I'm not going to use garlic in my cooking because this has quite a bit of garlic already. Okay, so now I've spread it all over. Oh, just makes the pizza super yummy. The first time I had a pesto pizza was at the Park Theater, actually, for the IPP event, and I really liked it. I thought it would be gross without cheese. Pizza without cheese just sounds sick, but it is not gross without cheese. It is delicious, and cheese is totally unnecessary, super fat part of it. So anyways, I also got a pan heating up here. Now, I generally like to use mushrooms in this dish, okay? But I don't have any mushrooms right now, and this is all about using what you have. So I'm just going to use a dash of coconut oil, very, very, very little, because like I said, there's oil in the pesto, and I don't want to overdo it. So I have no mushrooms today. I will post my mushroom recipe in the future, but for now, I'm just going to use what I have in my kitchen. So here's some cabbage I got today at the market. I'm just going to cut it in strips like this. The cabbage is just going to give a really, really nice crunchy flavor to the whole pizza. And it's really important when you're eating vegan to put lots of herbs and spices in your dishes and have all different kinds of textures in your food so that your mouth, is super excited eating this food. Because eating vegan and being vegan isn't about being bored with what you eat or eating the same thing all the time. In fact, it's the exact opposite. It's about switching it up, trying everything in your kitchen, and just having a fun time. Okay, so let's get this on the road. I'm just going to add this. Okay. This is the cabbage that I just put in here. I used 2 bits of the cabbage, so less than half a cabbage. I also have some peas here. These are peas from the farmer's market. They looked like this, and now they look like that. This is my daughter's bowl. I'm using her bowl for my ingredients. I'm just going to pour those on top. Okay. And look at this gorgeous onion, which I've already started to cut. Okay, but these onions, it's 99 cents for a bunch, and you get like, I don't know, 4 in a bunch, I guess. Totally worth it. I bought these last week too, used them all up this past week, and absolutely everything. So I just give everything a rough chop, because this pizza, in the end, it has a very rustic look to it and taste, and that's part of the whole prettiness of this pizza. So I'm just going to add these onions. I'm going to use the bottom of this onion. Now you can just use a red onion or white onion or whatever you have. So I'm actually going to use the bottom of this onion in the stir fry and the top of this onion as a topper once the pizza gets out of the oven. Which, by the way, I have to turn on the oven. So just turn the oven on to whatever temperature that you would like, or whatever temperature the flatbread or pizza calls for. So for mine, it's 400, and yeah, it's plus 30 out, and I'm turning my oven on 400. I'm crazy, I know. Okay, so it's all frying up. It's looking tasty. I'm going to stir it around. Yummy. Just so you know, I'm recording, so no bad stuff. And that is my husband's brother laughing in the background as he says dirty words and should stop immediately. Okay, as soon as it starts to wilt, even just a little bit, let's add our ingredients here. We have balsamic vinegar. This is something else I 100% recommend buying organic. All vinegar should be organic. It's kind of gross when it's not. But balsamic vinegar is one of my favorite vinegars to use when I put it in salad dressings. I put it as a dip for bread. I put it on my pizza. It makes a nice little sauce for the pizza. So I'm just going to put a couple splashes over, and I'll put the ingredients in the listing of this so that you know how much I use of everything. So I kind of just did a free splash. Okay, see how that looks? Now, we're going to put some sesame seeds on too. Sesame seeds are chock full of calcium, which I would like to get in this form rather than the form of the cow, because, you know, I've read, and it could be wrong on this, but I've read that cow's milk's calcium isn't that beneficial for our body because there's another ingredient in cow's milk that actually takes calcium from our bones. So I'm not really sure what the whole marketing kick is with calcium, but it doesn't matter. We'll use sesame seeds. Yummy. Okay, we're almost done sauteing. Okay, and I'm going to use Bragg's. Every vegan, vegetarian, and non-vegetarian should have this in their cupboard. I know I've been pushing the olive oils, the vinegars, now Bragg's, but this stuff, I don't know if I've mentioned it yet. It is to die for, and you can use it in everything. It's called all-purpose seasoning, and they mean it. It's $12 for a bottle. The bottle lasts me about a month, and I use it probably every single day. So it's tasty and healthy, so you can buy it. I'm just going to splash this on. This Bragg's has saltiness in it. So again, I'm not using any salt in my recipe. Okay? Now at the very last minute here, I'm just going to add in these chopped red peppers. I had about a half a red pepper sitting around in my fridge, so I'm just going to toss that in. And this is almost ready to go straight on top of the pizza. You don't want the cabbage to overly wilt because it's going to cook a little bit more in the oven. Okay, this is ready to go on. Who's that, Dad? Who's that? Oh. So you can see that delicious balsamic vinegar sauce pouring over the pesto, and trust me, this adds a ton of flavor. So now I'm going to put this in the oven. Okay? You see it? Can you see it from there? I hope you can. And when it gets out of the oven, after about 6 or 8 minutes, this is another easy weeknight recipe for you and the family. I'm going to add some raw chopped radishes, also from the farmer's market this morning. This is just to have a raw element to the dish. I try to add something raw in everything I make every day. That's really good for your body too. So I'm going to add that on top, and I'm also going to put this green onion on top. So that's when it comes out of the oven in about 6 to 8 minutes or so. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to let me know. And thanks for watching New to Vegan. Have a nice day.